Chelsea is showing signs that they are just in the process. They are not yet a finished article yet. Once you lead 1-0, the rule of the game is capitalize on your lead, get one more goal, get more goals in and solidify your lead. And I felt that after the first goal for Chelsea, even in the second half particularly, they just they took their minds off the game. They became too relaxed. What's up, my people? Welcome to Vertical Football. Welcome to another episode of 5 Things We Learned. Chelsea 2, Bournemouth 2. A lot of talking points in this game. Chelsea just 3 points out of the last possible 15 points. A lot of talking points in this game. So guys, let's jump right into it. The 5 things we learned. The first thing I think is I was so much impressed with how open the game was. Right from even the first half, I think the game was open, and I think it's symbolic of two good teams that want to play football. Even though it was Stamford Bridge, they made the pitch look bigger. There were a lot of spaces, and I just felt there were going to be a number of goals in that match because of how open the game the pitch was really. And I felt that Chelsea started brightly. A fantastic goal from Kopama. I think I have to give credit to Kopama. He's a special player. It's a special player, and I think that I just hope that this Chelsea team is able to reach the heights that they need to reach for Kopama to get the plaudits he deserves globally. I think this guy is an amazing player. The things he does on the ball is just amazing to see. Amazing to see the basics, and he does the basic things of the game very, very well, exceptionally well. And I think fantastic goal for Kopama. The movement of Jackson, nice pass from Jackson to Kopama. I felt Chelsea started quite well, and they were clearly deserved the leaders in the first part of the first half. I think the first half was relatively solid, but I think the second point is that and it's also symbolic of teams that are just in the process. Chelsea is showing signs that they are just in the process. They are not yet a finished article yet. Once you lead 1-0, the rule of the game is capitalize on your lead. Get one more goal. Get more goals in and solidify your lead. And I felt that after the first goal for Chelsea, even in the second half particularly, they just they took their minds off the game. They became too relaxed. They didn't capitalize on that win. I think it's also a sign. I know Chelsea fans might be like, why are we not capitalizing on our lead? But I think it's just a sign that your team is just in the process. And I think that's one of the things that you need to put in as a building block for a successful team. That when you are leading 1-0 at halftime, your objective is to come out as if you are still 0-0 and just try and capitalize on your lead. And I think Chelsea did not do that. Also, third point I want to say is the wasteful chances. Really, wasteful chances. A lot of players I don't want to start mentioning, but I think the ones Chelsea fans clearly are talking about, and clearly we'll talk about, the likes of Madueke, the likes of Jackson. A lot of wasteful chances, not being clinical enough to solidify the lead. And I think Chelsea really are in this period, and I think I don't see it as a crisis period. I just look at it as a learning curve. For you to be a top team, these are the mistakes you make and you learn on the way. So they need to be clinical. They need not to waste chances. I think let me go to the fourth thing. And the fourth thing quickly is to talk about Bournemouth. Before I then talk about the penalty, but I felt Bournemouth decent side. This is a team that impresses every time you watch them, and I feel that in as much as I understand that it's a draw, but I think if they had won the game, you would have had anything against the match. It would have been a sudden thing, because at some points of the game they showed up, and I felt that the only downside, which is the free kick. I think that wall for the free kick was very, very poor. But I was looking at it before the free kick was taken. I'm not taking it away from Reece James. Fantastic goal from Reece James, a captain's performance, coming in and getting a point for your team. But when I looked at that wall of Bournemouth, I was like, no, this wall is not solid enough. And obviously, it appeared that Reece James scored. So I felt that was a mistake from their side. And also, I felt there were chances in the second half, transition moments that they could have used better to solidify their win also. And I think they did not do that. So lastly, let me talk about Caicedo. I think let me just end my fifth with Caicedo. I think, sometimes you might not be able to capitalize on your lead, but do not make stupid mistakes. And I felt that penalty that Caicedo gave away was a stupid mistake. If I was the coach, I will be hard on him in the dressing room. I felt he could have dealt with that in a better way, or just even allowed it to go. I think that penalty was the moment I felt you can't just give a penalty away against a Bournemouth side. These Bournemouth side are very, very strong. They're very, very strong. And once you give those kind of moments, that you give them a penalty, you just get them back. So guys, these are my 5 points on the game between Chelsea versus Bournemouth. Chelsea 2, Bournemouth 2. This is at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea fans are not happy. Even me watching the game from afar, I'm not happy, because I expect that you start a game well, you should be able to capitalize. The coach should be able to make the right subs at the right time. I felt there were a lot of things that was wrong, but I don't want to conclude. As I said earlier, I just feel it's the process. I understand Chelsea fans are not happy. 3 points in the possible 15 points in the Premier League. They are not happy. I understand that. But I think it's just signs of the development of a team, that they need to be more clinical, and possibly they need to improve the squad. I've said it many times. Yeah, they need a midfielder, they need a defender, they need a striker, definitely. So guys, these are my 5 points on the Chelsea versus Bournemouth game. I know you guys have your own opinions, so please just drop your opinions in the comment section. Please guys, don't forget to like this video, don't forget to subscribe, and most importantly, don't forget to share. I'm your host Shegun, and see you next time. Bye.